a fellow called Charlie Dunnett, who worked with Elton for years and years. And
Mr. Depp, I appreciate that. My only question was just to confirm that you had sent that message to Elton John, nothing else. Thank you.
So I'll just stop talking.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to be respectful of the court's time and the jury's time.
Sorry?
I just said I want to be respectful of the court's time and the jury's time, and I trust that you do too. So,
well, I don't feel like I'm wasting anyone's time, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Depp.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rottenborn. Could you say that again, Mr. Rottenborn?
If Disney came to you with $300 million and a million alpacas, nothing on this earth would get you to go back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film. Correct?
That is true, Mr. Rottenborn.
He's getting a little snappy too. He's responding back. I feel like he's purposely too saying like Mr. Rottenborn. Like he's like I feel like he's kind of rubbing his face a little bit. It's a weird name. Why do they call him that? Who named their? I mean, I guess that's their last name, Rottenborn. Rottenborn, the family legacy. Rottenborn, Mr. Rottenborn. Yes, Mr. Rottenborn. Mr. Rottenborn. Yes, Mr. Rottenborn. No, Mr. Rottenborn. I've already said that 3 times, Mr. Rottenborn. Thank you, Mr. Rottenborn. And then he's like smirking too.
Mr. Depp, that is your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
Dated August 15th, 2016, right?
That's what it says, yes.
And this is you were this is a document you signed, right?
For the 3rd time, that is my signature, yes, sir.
You go to paragraph 27, please. Neither party has made false accusations for financial gain. Neither party has made false accusations for financial gain. Did I read that right?
You did, Mr. Rottenborn.
Take that down, Michelle. And that was a document you signed in August of 2016, correct?
Is that the same one that I signed 3 times before? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the 4th.
Well, I wanted to make clear that you signed that in the summer of 2016.
Maybe that was the online version that came out first.
2 years before either the online or the print.
I'm sorry, I was just going to finish my
I think you
answer.
answered my question, sir. Thank you.
Oh.
2 years is a pretty simple yes or no question, which is
You'd like it to be, sir. Nothing simple in this case.
We can move on.
If you want to just restart.
So, I see. So I can read it out of someone's article, but not from the man's mouth. Is that what happens?
Next question.
Mr. Depp,
He had shown me things that from my former business managers that were quite disturbing.
Hearsay.
I believe he said he showed him.
Yes, yes, I looked at papers. Maybe they're hearsay papers. I don't know.
I believe he was being shown financial documents.
All right. So, I'll sustain this any hearsay that might be a
Understood.
All right, next question.
Josh, Drew, Rocky's boyfriend, who was some sort of chef, he asked her what she would like for him to cook. That's hearsay, I guess.
I'm not sure if it's offered for the truth of the matter asserted.
He got it.
Okay, all right, well then.
I'm learning.
There you go.
Let me put it a different way. Mr. Drew, who was a chef, which I don't believe is hearsay, Mr. Drew had made Mexican food Ms. Hurd's favorite. Is that better?
And
then you write, I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury. I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury.
Oh.
Sorry, could you read that again?
Those are your words, sir, right? I read that right, correct?
You did. Yes.
Flip it.
You can take that down. Can you pull up Exhibit 483, please?
What was he talking about? Was he talking about like put it in there or Choking? Or?
That's correct.
And if, Your Honor, I'd move for, is there another page below it?
Oh, okay. I see. I see all
Okay.
the.
I'd move for the admission of these 2 pages as exhibit 483A.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 43, and that's the
Chat's
first
going
and second
crazy.
pages of that exhibit, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, 1 and 2. Okay.
I might have just wanted you guys to say it.
In evidence.
Leave me be, Officer Squarehead. Your display of guilt and matronliness as a lesbian camp counselor was plenty. Your future is on display. Best of luck.
Best if luck.
Thank you for the correction. Best if luck.
You're welcome.
And thanks for the tunes. Bye, JD. Don't call again. I will begin to feel embarrassed for you. Go away, coach. Hup. Done. Did I read that right?
No.
Can we get a close?
Go away, coach. Done. Hup. Done.
Thank you. Otherwise, did I read that right?
Sure.
You agree that referring to Amber the violent in that clip, correct?
Clearly, I was having a bad time. I don't know
She laughed,
what was with regard to completely at this point, since I don't know the date. But being illegally recorded by your chosen other is, well, it's quite fitting with the rest of the photographs and tape recordings she made. So I thought what was most interesting is that she tried to hide it from me, and then that she laughed and smiled at the end. I thought that was the most interesting part myself. But so yes, I did assault a couple of cabins, but I did not touch Miss Heard.
And,
as you can see, I think. No.
And you may have been drunk in that video, correct?
There's a possibility of that, yes, sir.
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary.
Right. Is it your testimony that you did not ask for cocaine and ecstasy right after you told the doctor about your finger injury? Is that your testimony?
Regardless of what date you believe works within the world time zone, I don't believe that someone who has gone through opiate dependency, who has lost the ability to produce dopamine and serotonin in their own body, because that's what the opiate does. Your body no longer needs to make the dopamine or the serotonin. The dopamine and serotonin, as you know, I imagine, are things that keep us it gives us our moods. It gives
I
us,
appreciate that, but my question wasn't that. My question was,
I'm just trying
right
to
after
school
you told the
you.
doctor about your finger injury, you were asking for coke. It's entirely possible that you were asking for cocaine and ecstasy. And in fact, it wasn't just makeup from Pirates that was on your hand. It was paint that you had dipped your middle finger into to write, along with blood, to write on mirrors and lamps and assorted furniture in the house, correct?
Objection, compound.
All right, I'll sustain as to compound if you.
It wasn't just makeup. You testified yesterday that it was just makeup from the set of Pirates 5, but in fact, after you sustained an injury to your finger, you dipped it in paint in the house, and you wrote in paint mixed with blood all over the place.
Objection, compound.
I'll sustain the objection.
You dipped your finger in paint in the house and wrote on objects in the house. correct?
Objection, compound.
Come on.
I'll sustain the objection.
You dipped your finger in paint after suffering an injury.
Yes.
Paul Bettany's a good friend that you've done drugs with, right?
That's a strange question.
You've done drugs with him.
Yes, I have.
Cocaine, right?
Cocaine, yes.
Alcohol,
Alcohol, yes.
pills, including Xanax and Adderall, right?
That I'm not so sure of.
Okay.
Where's he gone?
Yo, I got that clip. Where we at? 5 minutes? Yo, if you could clip that for me.
Maybe approach.
I'm excited for tomorrow. This is where we're gonna start tomorrow. They're gonna have to get the other lady I was saying in the chat, the kitty lady, pussy lady. They're gonna have to fetch the dog after him.
Cocaine?
I've never seen it, no.
Did you see any powders?
No.
So you get on the airplane, and it's your testimony that Ms. Heard had a bad tone of voice with Mr. Depp. Is that correct?
She had a bad tone of voice with me.
Okay. In fact, wasn't Mr. Depp saying pretty horrible things to Ms. Heard?
I don't recall that.
Like, get fucked on set, get fucked with fucking James fucking Franco? Did you hear that?
I don't recall.
Did you hear him say, at least you fucking liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say, I
What?
bet you slipped a tongue in there and you liked it?
No.
Did you hear him say, make references to Amber's pussy and asking her if her pussy was wet?
Your Honor, about the foundation harassment.
Did you hear any of that?
No, not that I recall.
Okay.
I'll overrule the objection. It's fine.
Thank
Next
you.
question. I think I assume you'd rather start tomorrow morning, is that correct?
I'm perfectly happy to start now, Your Honor, or tomorrow morning, whatever Your Honor prefers.
Let's start now.
Why don't we go ahead and start a little bit today, just because time is not on our side, okay?
Let's go.
Thank you. Cross-examination?